After 10 years of intense negotiation, Russia's Gazprom in the crosshairs as of late, as a result of an EU-US-led destabilization effort in Ukraine, has partnered with China's SNVP, signing a historic energy agreement. Russia will now provide the world's fastest growing economy, the rising giant that is China, with more newly minted millionaires per capita than any place in the world right now, with sweet, sweet natural gas, and not the kind your mom warned you about at the dinner table. This assures China enough natural gas it needs for the next 30 years. The total value of the contract, a whopping $400 billion. Some are calling this the Russia-China gas deal of the century, and it clearly emphasizes that the U.S. is being overlooked by emerging superpowers Russia and China in the energy world. A couple of key stats. The landmark deal is set to start in 2018. Over 38 billion cubic meters of Russian gas to be delivered to China annually. A price of about $350 per 1,000 cubic meters is estimated. Russia and China also have their eyes set on the construction of a Siberian pipeline, and Altai pipeline could be added later. This is Russia's energy giant Gazprom's biggest energy contract to date, with an infrastructure investment costing over $70 billion, and will be the world's largest construction project. How those Russian sanctions going, Obama? The deal was sealed by President Vladimir Putin this week, along with the Chinese presidents, some guy's name I can barely pronounce, Xi Jinping. Of course, the deal emphasizes Putin's sidestep of America's recent sanctions involving the Ukraine crisis and monumental shift in energy consumption towards Asia. It appears that the United States is losing its control over the international energy trade, long dominated by the U.S. petrodollar relationship, with violent wars being fought in the Middle East to preserve it. But look who's gassing now. Not only is this deal historic, but Russia and China plan to expand payments of mutual trade in things like natural gas and national currencies outside the US dollar, and this could potentially mean the end of it.
The agreement signed by Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping would see Russia supply China with hundreds of billions of dollars worth of natural gas over 30 years, beginning in 2018.
It's so massive on so many levels.
The single largest trade deal ever in history.
It will change the face of the global gas industry as we know it.
Under the agreement, both countries would work to construct a new pipeline from Siberia to China, with Russian gas company Gazprom delivering 38 billion cubic meters of natural gas per year to the China National Petroleum Corporation for decades to come.
I don't particularly like saying any of this because I'm an American citizen and an American taxpayer and an American voter. But if you drive people away from the dollar, many people now must be sitting there saying, gosh, if we have US dollars and the US decides they don't like us, they're going to put sanctions on us. So people, more and more people will say, maybe I shouldn't use the US dollar. Maybe I shouldn't have my money in US dollars. At the same time, as you know, Russia and China are now going to trade with each other in their own currencies instead of the US dollar. More and more people are doing the same thing. They're starting to trade in other currencies besides the US dollar. This is just a continuing long-term move away from the US dollar. And I'm afraid that the US is pushing people away from the US dollar with our action.